Welcome back. I thought you might enjoy another spirited inspiration for some scenes in Counterclockwise. In particular, there is some action that takes place within one of the speakeasies that existed in Houston back in those days. You might be at the end of your day, exhausted, irritable, whatever, and you might need something to take the edge off. Well, a very popular drink in those days was, you might guess, a martini, but also the Manhattan. The Manhattan goes back to the 1880s. That's really when it was invented. And the idea is that it was a very cool drink, clearly, because it was named after a very cool place, obviously in greater New York. The recipe calls for a good rye or something with a bite to it, as well as sweet vermouth and bitters. And then you can top it off with orange peel or brandied cherry or maraschino cherry. I've chosen tonight to use Larceny, which is a really good whiskey. It's a small batch whiskey, handcrafted. I discovered it not too long ago, and I really, really like this. And I made Manhattans with it for some friends the other night that were over for dinner, and also got to share a couple of shots with it with someone very special about a week ago. And he and I stayed up till about 4 o'clock in the morning chatting. So tonight I'm going to make a Manhattan classic using these ingredients. So the way you start is you take your whiskey, and you're going to do about 2 ounces. So in this case, you're going to want to go with 1, and you're going to want to flip this, kind of dry it off there, kind of make up that last 1/4 ounce, get it in there. All right, there you go. Set that aside. Get your sweet vermouth, Martini and Rossi. If you're old enough, you remember the commercials on TV back in the day. Making a little bit of a mess doing this, but that's okay. That's what bartending's all about. Cap that off. Now your bitters, you don't want to go overshoot this at all. You really want to take it easy and just do, 1 or 2 dashes, just like that. And we're done. Put my Larceny back in here. Put the lid on top. Grab the cherry. Drop that in there and stir it up. Cheers. Just right to take the edge off the day. Have a good evening.